So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. He's had it taken off him. Bellingham. And he's in on Cruyff! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Sweden are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And they can counter here. Can he get onto this? Pepe cuts out the pass. And now the breakaway. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is Cruyff. Diaz. It's out for a goal kick. And it's been given away. That's good running with the ball. Schneider. Ronaldinho. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shifted it to the flank. Showing great feet there. Showing good feet. Shot, big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Schneider with the short one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's got away. Oh, nice touch. And he's gone backward here. Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Haaland. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. He's the return pass. He's found space here. Pepe did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a good run he's making out on the left.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Cruzeiro are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Diaz gets into a good position. Rizal has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Diaz. Maldini. Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Haaland is herring after that one. Yeah. Great vision. Desai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Sweden certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Varane gets over and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? Rizal. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. In with the challenge. Not the most accurate pass. Pierre. Cruyff does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rizal. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Sweden trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substituição em andamento.
Down to business again.
Sweden can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is Cruyff. Diaz, delivered with swing. Sweden different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Del Piero. Yamal. The message is clear, none shall pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Varane wins the duel this time. Bellingham does well to get it back. Del Piero, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Del Piero, and he's managed to get free. Del Piero with the cross. He won't be happy with that one. Shot, surely! Against the crossbar. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Lamine Yamal could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Sweden still this single goal behind. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. Looks across and plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Threads one in. That's a deception. His positioning was spot on.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And again! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
So we have movement on both benches.
Ronaldinho.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from the big game.
Camisa 22.
Yamal. Oh, super fine.
Camisa 17.
That's a good ball.
Substituição.
Pullet gets flagged offside.
good defending. He squeaked.
Oh, terrible pass. And a header! Goal! Macedo! And they've got their lead back. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Macedo leading now. Real chance! Superb from Hullet! A finish of true class! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sweden drag themselves back again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Cruzeiro really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on...
And a chance! And that is wildly off target. Bellingham picks it up from the goal kick.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want...
Tries a shot! Goal! Macedo! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Cruzeiro with the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Sweden could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Sweden do have a chance to counter here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. Into the last 5 minutes. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now then, and Messi! Messi! From another planet! A finish right from the top draw. And there's the goal they've been looking for. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Cruzeiro have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
5 minutes to add. And that's been won straight back. And here's Bellingham. Hullet takes a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Cruzeiro visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Hullet. And this is Messi. Rijkaard. That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begley.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. So, Jim, this is a relatively unfamiliar formation, but who are the key players within it?
Yeah, I'd say the advanced midfielders, Peter. They're going to have to do all the jobs of, say, a number 8 and a number 10, and an auxiliary striker, if you like. They have to do a lot of the pressing, carrying the ball forward, as well as making sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated. Effectively, they're the space invaders in the team.
Well, there is the steely focus of the man many would readily vote as the world's greatest. It was January 2018 that Virgil van Dijk first wore them. And the shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Maldini. He's found a way through. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Ronaldinho. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard. That's going wide left. Thuram running with the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Sweden already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Vieira. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. That's the keeper's ball. Del Piero. Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. Yamal! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Real chance! And that would have been some goal.
And that was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Bellingham. And here's Haaland. And it's Ronaldinho. It's Bellingham. Threads one in. And a finish! And a neat finish! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
15 minutes till half-time. Short changes him with that pass. Sneijder. It's Sneijder! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Sweden now in a position far more desirable.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Takes aim and crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And the counter is on. Yamal. He has found a way through. Yamal! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Sweden heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Haaland. Cafu. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Cruyff. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good read, needed to be.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Ronaldinho. Haaland. Pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Sweden are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Sweden claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 14.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Maldini did well to emerge with the ball, but that's a contest to keep an eye on. That has not gone well. Ronaldinho. And here's Haaland. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Desai. This is a promising build-up. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Schneider goes short. Shot, surely! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And he's done a terrific effort. Goal! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has 2. Cruzeiro may be down, but not out just yet. Goes for the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Schneider! Just too high.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal, very much a man of this moment. Vieira.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's a sharp little ball here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Turan. Cruzeiro appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Big chance! Well, that is remarkable.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 5.
Sweden perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Phillips makes a dash for it. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. But he was quick to react. Rijkaard. And it's Gullit.
That's going in strongly.
He's found space here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Corner number 2 then. Schneider with the short one. And here's Schneider. Decent chance! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
A corner it is then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now the delivery.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Pele. He's on it. Can he get away? Cruzeiro have their second corner now. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Bale has it out wide and in space. Sweden clearly now in lead preservation mode. Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. There's the header! And no mistake. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de
Still
acréscimo.
behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale scooting forward. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Yamal, some good work on the right flank here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
And that will be it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Schneider on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Well, there is the steely focus of the man many would readily vote as the world's greatest. It was January 2018 that Virgil van Dijk first wore the famous red shirt. So I wonder, Jim, does he still rank as number one?
I would say so, Peter. In fact, the title-winning season of 2024-2025 was statistically one of his better seasons, having been one of the club's most consistent performers. Only missed one league game. This at a time when you think age and injuries are going to start slowing him down.
And that consistency is, amongst many other things, what makes him the man he is.
Absolutely.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Ibrahimovic! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And that has left him in a heap. Maldini. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rijkaard can get it clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Sweden are looking to go forward now. He's found the way through. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Cruyff. Good ball over the top. There's the shot! Has another goal! Goal! Cruzeiro! And Cruzeiro take the lead. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
You felt it was coming. Chance for a shot! That is delicious! A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Sweden restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rijkaard. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Cafu. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaged chance, surely! Goal! Cruzeiro! And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, that's a key interception. Ribéry, the specialist in tearing teams apart. He has found the way through. In comes the corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Big chance! Haaland. It's Ronaldinho. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. Ronaldinho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through, and he's definitely onside. Cafu crossed into the middle.
Well played and well cleared.
Ibrahimovic, and they can counter here. Pepe gets across to intercept that. And it's Ronaldinho. Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. Oh, that's fabulous. His home shot! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. Who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Cruzeiro now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And that is the end of the first half. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substituição em andamento.
So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Sweden do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Haaland, Cruyff, Van der Sar getting this one clear. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Schneider, and here's Yamal, bout of passing here, really shoots! Oh, good finish! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Goes for the shot! And that's a tiny finish. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Yamal, and the finish! And that's a sharp finish. Right back in the game. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Schneider. He is through here. Schneider.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Cruzeiro clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Just eases him off the ball. Sweden perhaps contemplating their next change here. Del Piero. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Camisa 5, Ronaldinho. Camisa 13, deixando o campo para a entrada
Ronaldinho
de
is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Substituição.
He's got away. Pull it. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rafael Varane. Passing nice and neat. But he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard. Pullet. Pullet makes a move down the right. Oh, sweet feet. And it's De Jong. Lovely pass. Shot a goal! Played in by Roberto Carlos.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Sweden could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Azar. De Jong. He's looking wide. Quick look, then plays it in. And he's taking no chances there. Backward it goes. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. He's on it, can he get away?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Could move up a gear here. That's a good foray he's making. Passes short and sharp. Cleared without hesitation. And Hollins! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Ronaldinho plays it short. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's Thuram. Vieira. Oh, important interception. Nicely aimed pass. I think they're done. They are done. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.